Good evening, live from Bakersfield High School on CNN SI Time Warner Cable Channel 52. It's the Girls Valley Soccer Championship between the host BHS Girls and also the Clovis Cougars. A rain-soaked, muddy El Nino type field here at Griffith Field as the drillers led by Erica Flores and Megan Carroll and Micah Peck take on the Cougars led by Renee Tanner, Michelle Wagner, and Amber Houchin. Renee this year has 19 goals. Michelle Wagner of Clovis, 13 goals and 12 assists. And Amber Houchin, 12 goals and 11 assists. BHS is coached by Leslie O'Connor and Clovis by Brian Hirayama. BHS in white and Clovis in blue. And the drillers are going for the 9th Valley title in 10 years. Utter dominance. Not a dynasty in the making, but a dynasty that has been in the making for quite some time. We wonder how much the field conditions will prevent BHS from playing their normal fast-paced game. Normally when it's muddy like this, if you have a lot of fast players, it's going to slow them up somewhat, as they would do a lot of slipping on the field. This would favor a larger team that doesn't move quite as quickly. So it's BHS and Clovis tonight from Griffith Field. As we get started, Erica Flores is the captain for BHS. All-Area Player of the Year. Both teams knocking the ball around. Clovis in blue and BHS in white. BHS moving left to right here early on and Clovis in the other direction. Clovis trying to set up. As you can see, the field conditions are causing some problems for the players already. They're not moving as quickly as they normally would. Small contingent on the other side, now that the Clovis side, as Clovis moves it downfield. They're off to the right side, now picked up by BHS. And the ball is out. Clovis with the ball on the far side. Now picked back up by BHS. The goalkeeper for Clovis is Carrie Bacomi. She's a senior. Also, Katie Kia-Witter, a sophomore. So Carrie is the starter, most likely. The BHS goalie is Meredith Bell. She's a junior. Clovis with the ball in blue. Kicked out to the far side, and it will be retrieved by the drillers, I believe. Brianna Malatone is a defender, a senior for BHS. Erica Flores, as I mentioned, the captain and a senior, four-year player. Meredith Bell at goalkeeper is a junior. And as we talked about, Megan Carroll is a junior defender. Clovis with the ball in front of us. Now BHS takes it away. Almost looked like a trip against Clovis, but they don't call anything. There's not a lot of room between the field of play and the stands here at Griffith Field. Well, especially for soccer, they play a wider field than they do in football. There's not that much room, and it's a regular football game. Probably 5 to 7 yards at the most. And the ball goes out to the Clovis Cougars, as they will throw it in from midfield. Number 15, Regina Esparza. She's only a freshman for the Cougars. BHS with the ball moving left to right. Looks like they're trying to set up, but neither team is moving as quickly as they would like here early in the match, the soccer match. The ball is kicked out of bounds. It will go to the Cougars of Clovis High. One of 3 high schools in Clovis, along with Clovis West and Buchanan High School. Okay, the Clovis Cougars will bring it in here early in the match between BHS and Clovis for the Valley Girls Soccer Championship from Griffith Field on the campus of BHS. Very wet, mud-soaked Griffith Field thanks to El Nino. So probably different field conditions than the girls have played most of the year, even though we've had quite a bit of rain over the last month. This type of field would take away the speed of the BHS team. They are used to scoring a lot of goals. And the Drillers have it in white, deep into Clovis territory. Almost with a shot at goal and knocked away at the last moment by the Cougars. And kicked out by Clovis. BHS with the ball again. Right side. Looks like number 11 with the shot at goal, and that'll be Candace Collins, just wide to the left. And Clovis will bring it in. So BHS attacking 2 possessions in a row, and Clovis with good defense. Bringing it in for the Clovis Cougars, Stephanie Hernandez, number 14, 5 goals this year, and Stephanie is a senior defender. It always seems like when you're trying to win a Valley Championship, you have to go through one of the 3 Clovis schools, be it Clovis West, Clovis, or Buchanan, in whatever sport there is. The ball is knocked out of bounds by the Cougars, and BHS will bring it in. And it's tipped out of bounds by the Drillers, and Cougars will do those honors. Number 11, Shane Wender, a freshman, throwing it in for Clovis. Picked off momentarily by BHS, retrieved by Clovis, and back to BHS. A lot of dribbling here early in the game. There's a long shot at goal, and it is retrieved by the goalkeeper, Carrie Bacombe of Clovis, and she kicks it out. A muddy field here at Griffith Field on the campus of BHS. Number 15, Christine Holmes, the senior defender for BHS, knocking it out. Kick to midfield as BHS tries to control it and keep it alive. Goes from BHS to Clovis, back to BHS. Brianne Maltone had the ball momentarily. Erica Flores, number 3 for BHS, is one of the smallest players on the field, but she is the best. She has tremendous quickness and a great sense about the game. I think last year she scored the only goal for BHS in their title win. I think it was 1-0. Clovis in blue and BHS in white. And the ball kicked out of bounds by the Drillers. Leslie O'Connor is the head coach for BHS, and Brian Hirayama, the head man for the Clovis Cougars. Flipping it in for the Cougars, Regina Esparza. And the header out of bounds by BHS. So a muddy field tonight. Not playing too much a part in the game so far, but it probably will later on in the match. And a penalty goes against Clovis. BHS will bring it in. It's Clovis and the Drillers tonight. BHS making another title game appearance, title match appearance, seeking their 9th title in 10 years. Clovis right to left moving, and BHS left to right. And the ball is kicked out of bounds on the far side and almost exits the stadium. Now brought into the Cougars on the far side. Ball is lofted high and headed out by BHS. Clovis has not had a good shot at goal yet tonight. And the ball kicked out of bounds by the Drillers. There's the tarp that leads to that famous tunnel here at BHS where the football players come out of, the BHS football players. Esparza brings it in for Clovis. Knocked away momentarily by BHS. Flores with it. Kicked away from her. Clovis has about a 3-on-3 situation. Left-handed kick is intercepted by the Drillers. And Clovis keeps it alive momentarily before it goes out of bounds. BHS throws it in. And it goes out of bounds. Who has it? No score yet tonight between the Drillers and the Cougars of Clovis High. Cougars will loft it in. BHS takes it away at midfield. Should be a penalty against that Clovis player. She kind of sliced the BHS player in half. Drillers with the ball. Try to set up on the right side. And it'll be out of bounds. Out of bounds to Clovis. BHS has had 2 moderate shots at goal tonight. Clovis with none, really, so far. And as that girl, number 17, Emily Barris, tried to shoot it for Clovis, she slipped and fell down. So it's muddy and not a lot of grass around the middle. And there's grass around the outside, but that's probably where more of the rain-soaked portion of the field is. BHS kicks a long downfield, but really nobody there to have a good shot at goals. It's knocked out of bounds by Bacomi, the goalkeeper of Clovis, the senior. There's a throw-in by the Drillers. Shot at goal and the miss. A Driller coming to the far side and missed it to the right side of the pole. So Clovis will kick it out. The Drillers have had a few shots at goal tonight and have come up empty. Drillers retrieve the ball. Left side. And Clovis kicks it out on the far side. Here at BHS, the ball always goes underneath the stands. So I guess you need a player or a ball girl to go and retrieve the ball. Thrown in by BHS. And it is knocked out of bounds. So they spent a lot of time trying to retrieve the ball underneath the stands here tonight. Drillers will throw it in. No score tonight in this Valley Girls Soccer Championship. Another save for the Cougars. Cougars keep it alive. It's knocked out of bounds by BHS. I think Karen Neese knocked it out. She'd be number 12, sophomore. Gina Flores bringing it in for Clovis. She's a junior. Attempt by Flores towards the goal. Headed out for BHS. To midfield. It's a high kick by the Cougars. Once again, excellent defense by the Drillers. We have many players back there in good position. BHS gets it to midfield. Kicked out by the Drillers, looking for them to set up for a goal here. This one's retrieved by the Cougars. Left-footed kick just in front of us. BHS has a one-on-one from the right side. Not a trip job. Here's a shot at goal, and it is a score for BHS. Erica Flores, #1, the top player in the area all year long, scores the first goal for BHS tonight, and the Drillers lead at 1-0. That was a high goal, a high shot that just knocked inside the net. So Erica was coming from the left side. The assist from Brianne Maltone, who was shooting the ball from the right side. So the Drillers are on top first, 1-0 over the Clovis Cougars. And Clovis with the ball at midfield. Down by 1 early in the match. The Drillers with the ball deep in Clovis territory. Erica Flores has it. Well, she's fast. Move it on the right side. It's taken away momentarily. Clovis kicks it out. Looks like a BHS player was pushed from behind. No harm, no foul. And a ball goes out of bounds. Leslie O'Connor, the skipper for BHS, and Brian Hirayama, the head man for Clovis. Both teams have an outstanding years. I think the ball was knocked out of bounds by BHS. In fact, Clovis is co-champions of the Tri-River Athletic Conference, and BHS won the Southeast Yosemite League. Clovis finished second in the Peggy Renberg tournament and also finished second in the Garces tournament. 9-1 in their league this year. And the Cougars will bring it in. Not what you'd call a deep throw. BHS has a player off to the right, tough angle, knocks it towards the goal, and just behind Flores. The BHS with another shot at goal. A nice save by Carrie Bacomi of Clovis. The shot was a little bit to the left of the goal, but she had a beautiful dive to save that one for Clovis and keep the score 1-0 BHS. Now Clovis into BHS territory. With the ball, Gina Flores, #3. Should try to set up here. Little assist, right to left kick. The header is not successful. The Drillers in white have it. They had 1-0. The girl fell down, no harm, no foul. BHS from the left side. And a kick sails far left of the goalpost. Very difficult kick from the left side. As players are sliding around quite a bit all over the field, and it will get worse as the match progresses. 1-0 BHS over Clovis on CNN SI Time Warner Cable Channel 52 in the Girls Soccer Championship. The BHS Drillers will bring it in. From that far side, seeking their 9th title in 10 years. The kick towards goal. And it looked to be blocked. I think we'll try it again. As they're trying to set up for a goal here, BHS. A high kick. And it goes completely out of bounds. You want to kick that ball probably 5 to 10 yards in front of the goalpost. Number 14 for Clovis, Stephanie Hernandez. Will kick it out for the Cougars in blue and white. They get it to midfield. Picked off momentarily by BHS. Nice one-on-one play on the far side. And the ball is booted out of bounds. The Drillers will bring it in. The Drillers in white. Ball in turn is kicked out of bounds. That's the Clovis faithful on that side. BHS leading 1-0. Line drive kick retrieved by the Drillers. Erica Flores. And the ball is kicked out of bounds. It will go to the Cougars of Clovis. Gina Flores will bring it in, the junior midfielder. BHS has a few seniors on their team, but they actually have more underclassmen. They have some freshmen, some sophomores, and some juniors, so they have a number of people returning for their team next year. Keep that title chase going. There's a kick from right to left for BHS. Flores on the left side. Look at that speed towards the middle. Erica has it once again. Hit from behind. Now the ball is taken away. Clovis moving right to left. And it's kept alive by the Drillers. And knocked out of bounds. 1-0 here in this girls soccer championship. The ball out to Clovis. BHS trying to set up for a score. Kick coming from the right side. And it goes over the goalpost, I believe. And out of bounds. Looked like it was hit by goalkeeper Carrie Bacome. It looked like she got a hand on it, and I believe she did. And she went high in the air to knock that one away. Somewhat of a right to left kick. Defending Pam Perez, a sophomore for Clovis, at the top portion of your screen as BHS will kick it towards the goal. Doesn't quite get there. Clovis will kick it in from their own side of the field. Muddy Griffith Field is the site for tonight's girls soccer championship between BHS and Clovis High. 1-0 BHS to this point. Ball's knocked out of bounds on the far side. BHS, led by captain Erica Flores, leads 1-0. Erica, the most outstanding player in this area for quite some time. Player for Clovis goes down. No foul is charged. And good hustle by number 12, Jody Pruitt, senior defender for Clovis. As she goes down hard after that ball's kicked out of bounds. Ball's thrown in by the Drillers and appears to be thrown out of bounds. Candace Collins was thrown again. And now back to Clovis. Kept alive momentarily before it's kicked out of bounds. So both teams doing the sideline act here. Kind of a tight wire routine. BHS leading 1-0. Trying to set up for a goal, and it's booted out of bounds. BHS will be able to take it in. And they're trying to set up their players in good position for a shot at goal. Miley Ortiz is another captain for BHS, number 17. Senior midfielder. She and Erica Flores are the two captains. Megan Carroll, the goalkeeper for, she's not the goalkeeper. I was thinking of Meredith Bell, the goalkeeper for BHS, has not had a lot of shots thrown her way so far tonight in this match. BHS coming from the right side, it's knocked out of bounds by Clovis. Her area has been somewhat quiet this evening. The GK for Clovis has seen a lot more action, as BHS has spent a lot of time on the Clovis side of the field this evening. BHS will bring it in. Looks like they're setting up a play. Somewhat of a rotation. Kick towards the goal. Retrieved by the Cougars. And they get it out to midfield. A couple of players to the right side. The ball eventually booted out by BHS, picked up by Clovis, as they had a nice defensive stand on the other side, keeping a score to 1-0 in favor of BHS. Erica Flores scoring the lone goal for the Drillers on an assist by Brianne Maltone. BHS players slipping and falling down as the ball goes out of bounds on the near side. Christine Holmes bringing it in for BHS. Kept in play by the Cougars. Header by Gina Flores. And now booted out of bounds. BHS in white and Clovis in blue tonight. Gina Flores will bring it in for Clovis. Emily Barris knocks it out. Looks like a shot is good. Right side by the Cougars. A nice setup job. The hit coming from the right side. And we have a 1-1 match. BHS with the ball at midfield, tied 1-1. And the Clovis fans yelling their approval on the far side. BHS trying to come right back. And it's booted out by the Cougars. And now kept in play, past midfield. Clovis looking aggressive now. A person in the middle, that'll be Gina Flores. And the ball's booted wide to the right and too deep. So after Clovis scored their first goal, it came right back very aggressively at BHS. Meredith Bell with the ball for BHS, the goalkeeper. That last shot just went inside the right goalpost, which is to her left. Erica Flores scored the first goal for BHS in this match. And now we have a tie game. You know, it's amazing when a team like Clovis scores a goal, how they seem to get pumped up from that. It seems to lift their spirits to a great degree, just like that. Because defensively, they held off BHS on a number of possessions after that first goal. You can see the track around the soccer field is just kicked in mud. Better to play on grass than on mud, I guess. Clovis will bring it in with a score at 1-1 between Clovis and BHS. The Clovis goalkeeper receiving a lot more work tonight than Meredith Bell, as BHS has had more shots at goal, but the score is tied 1-1. What only counts is how many goals you score, not how many shots at goal you have. Clovis with the ball on the far side. A little bumping from behind as looks like play has picked up intensity-wise here. And the ball is kicked out of bounds by BHS. The girls becoming a little more aggressive now with the score tied at 1-1, getting a feel for the match. Yeah, the penalty goes against BHS, and Clovis has a kick from the right side. Off the high towards the goal. Headed out. Clovis has a player close to it, and it's knocked out of bounds by BHS. So Clovis throwing a scare into the Drillers. They had two players within about 7 yards of the goal. He could not quite get a good shot at it. Clovis with the ball once again. Esparza. It was Michelle Wagner, who has 13 goals this year, number 7. And also 12 assists. He eventually knocked out of bounds. And the Drillers will retrieve it with a score of 1-1. The BHS team coached by Leslie O'Connor going for their 9th title in 10 years. Meredith Bell boots it out for BHS. Ball kicked high and wide out of bounds, and it will go to the Drillers in white. Ortiz had a ball momentarily for BHS, number 17. BHS with a kick. And the Drillers trying to stay aggressive here. Shot at goal from the right side. A nice block by a Clovis defender coming from the left side. BHS with a great opportunity to score and came up empty. Flores in the middle there momentarily. Ball retrieved by BHS in white. Christine Holmes, number 15. As you can see, the girls are having trouble with their footing in certain areas of the field. Flores in the middle. The goalkeeper comes out, makes a great play. Look at the physical play by both teams. And Carrie Bacomi did a great job, number 12 goalkeeper, coming out about 8 yards from the goal to save that one. Left that net wide open. And the score remains the same at 1-1. Looked like a trip against BHS. And Clovis will bring it in. After Clovis scored their first goal tonight, the game has really stepped up in intensity. You'd call it the adrenaline rush. Two girls go down, one on each team. And we have a penalty against BHS. Clovis will bring it in from the far side. As they try to line up a shot at goal. 1-1 game in the Valley Girls Soccer Championship from Griffith Field. Well, knocked out to Emily Barris. Blocked by BHS towards the middle. Esparza boots it high and wide of the goal. Retrieved by Meredith Bell. She boots it out like a punter in football. Clovis in blue, BHS in white. 1-1 is the score. Clovis from the left side. And nice block, I think, by Flores. She's pushed from behind, and they have to call a foul on that. The girls getting pretty physical out there. It might be Micah Peck, number 4 for BHS. Micah is a junior midfielder. 1-1 is the score. BHS will take it in on their side of the field. And they boot it long downfield and out of bounds. It will go to the Cougars. Carrie Bacomi, the goalkeeper for Clovis, has done a great job tonight as she has faced a lot more shots at goal than Meredith Bell has. BHS, the more offensive-minded team, but Clovis has been picking it up as this match has ensued. Angie Ingram battling for Clovis as the ball goes out of bounds. Bringing it in, Haley Francis, a sophomore for BHS. The Drillers have a couple of players leave and 2 come in. There's a high lob and it's kicked out of bounds. BHS will throw it in. The ball is headed out, but a penalty. And it goes against BHS. And Clovis will have the kick, moving right to left across your TV dial. A left-footed kick and a nice one into BHS territory. And Driller slips down. This ball is retrieved by Clovis. Number 5, Renee Tanner. Can't get a shot to goal. There's a possible clear shot at goal for Clovis. Left-footed kick and retrieved by Meredith Bell. As Michelle Wagner got that shot off, she slipped. Tried to do a left foot type of job. She slipped on the field. Definitely hard to get your footing tonight. There's Erica Flores with the ball on the left side, showing that speed and quickness, double teamed, and a shot is wide left of goal. The score remains at 1-1 between Clovis and BHS, and a Girls Valley Soccer Championship on CNN SI, Time Warner Cable Channel 52. Clovis will bring it in. Emily Barris. BHS keeps it alive on the right side. They have a couple of people in the middle. Shot blocked by Clovis and knocked out of bounds. Haley Francis, number 10 for BHS on your screen. Christine Holmes bringing it in for the Drillers, number 15. And penalty against BHS. As the Cougars have honors of bringing it in. 1-1 the score in this soccer match for the Valley Championship. BHS trying to continue that dynasty. They won 8 out of 9 in this area, the San Joaquin Valley. The ball will be brought in by Clovis and Charity Wender, a junior midfielder. Two girls go down there. Clovis has the player to the left, 2 BHS defenders to the right. The kick is blocked out of bounds by the Drillers. The kick by Gina Flores. Running quickly to her left and trying to boot it with her left foot back to the right. BHS girls had perfect defense on that particular play as they cut off the angle very well. Nevertheless, Clovis will have another shot at goal coming up with the score at 1-1. They try to knock it towards the goal and get a header, something close to that. To no avail. Meredith Bell with a good grab for BHS, the goalkeeper. And she boots it out to midfield. Comes to the Drillers over there, Erica Flores, dribbling it. Kicks past the defender. Left side, double teamed, and they trip her up. Retrieved by Clovis. Back to BHS. Nice play by number 4, Nicole Lugo of Clovis. The far side, and the ball is kicked out of bounds. And it looks like it will go to BHS. 1-1 to score here. First half between BHS and Clovis. There's the high lob inside. Retrieved by the Cougars. Renee Tanner had it momentarily. And BHS takes it away. The Drillers will throw it in with a score at 1-1. There's a high lob. And she missed the intended target. Flores and Michelle Wagner battling for the ball. It will go out to the Cougars of Clovis. Wagner, number 7. Kick tied to the far side by BHS. And now knocked out of bounds by a Cougar. So both teams showing very good defense tonight. Really anticipating the passes very well. Undercutting people if they have to. Doing whatever is legal. Shayna Wender in the game for Clovis, number 11. A lot of play on the far side in the last few minutes for both teams. Yeah, you have to be in good shape to play this game, the game of soccer. A lot of running back and forth, back and forth. Not the quick burst like in basketball, but a lot of extended running. Michelle Wagner with the ball on the right side. Knocked out of bounds by Flores. Retrieved by Clovis. High lob toward the goal. Knocked away by BHS. Clovis had a few girls made with an opportunity to shoot it. There's a high lob to the goal. And Meredith Bell made a nice save. She slipped and almost fell down. Fortunately, no Clovis player was in position to knock it through. And she was able to get some help from her other defenders. 1-1 to score between BHS and Clovis in the first half of this girls soccer championship from Griffith Field. A very muddy Griffith Field. On CNN, SI, Time Warner Cable, Channel 52.
The ravages of time. Just like paint, tape can oxidize, and oxygen is slowly eating away your most cherished family videos. A baby's first steps, first words, first birthday. These memories, once lost, can never be recovered. You can't stop time, but you can fight oxidation by duplicating your videos at Time Warner Productions. Our state-of-the-art repair and duplication services can help preserve your memories for future generations. Time Warner Productions, located at 3600 North Select Avenue in the Time Warner Cable Building.
And welcome to the second half of action between the Bakersfield High School girls and the Clovis Cougars in the Girls Soccer Valley Championship from Griffith Field on the BHS campus. The score is 1-1. BHS scored on a goal from Erica Flores, off an assist from Brianne Maltone. As we begin the second half of play, I think both teams picked it up quite a bit intensity-wise after Clovis scored their first goal of the game to tie it up at 1-1. BHS has had more shots at goal, but Clovis nevertheless has been able to hang in there. Nice goalkeeping by Carrie Bacombe of Clovis and Meredith Bell of BHS. Clovis in blue and BHS in white, at least so far. Not too many of the BHS girls have mud on their uniforms yet. But I'm sure as the game progresses and as it picks up intensity-wise, you will see more BHS girls with mud on their white uniforms. BHS will bring it in as they move right to left here in the second half. And a ball will go out to Clovis. As you can see, there are a lot of water puddles along the track that surrounds the field here where the girls are playing. Like Peck was knocked down for BHS. No harm, no foul. Ball goes out on the far side. Retrieved by BHS. Both teams have 24 victories coming into the match tonight. BHS with 2 losses and Clovis with 4. So they are the cream of the crop. Peck with it for BHS. She's knocked down. Looked like she was going for a first down, and she continues to remain on the ground and getting up very slowly. Micah Peck, junior midfielder for BHS, number 4. Erica Flores is number 3. And number 19 is Megan Carroll. 3 of the top players for the Drillers. Looks like a free kick for Erica Flores. Shot is wide to the right. Megan Carroll actually took the kick, left-footed, and scooted it wide right from our vantage point. So the Drillers have had some shots on goal, but have come up empty tonight. They've had quite a bit more than Clovis has had, but the score remains the same at 1-1. Carrie Bacombe didn't even have to make a play on that for the Clovis Cougars, the goalkeeper. Ball's kicked out for Clovis. Retrieved by the Drillers momentarily. The Cougars get it back, and they just simply kick it out of bounds. BHS with the ball on the far side. Peck with it, number 4. Trying to dribble it by number 7, Michelle Wagner. And it goes out of bounds. Flores will bring it in for BHS. Erica Flores, the top player in the area for the last 3 or 4 years. The high kick towards the goal. Actually knocks it away from the goal, kind of a right to left kick. Close retreated momentarily back to BHS. Number 17 had it. Ortiz for the Drillers. The Drillers will bring it in. Megan Carroll doing honors. Tries to hit Peck over there, and it's knocked out of bounds by Clovis. The Drillers on the hunt here with the score 1-1 early in the second half. Peck double team knocked out by Clovis. Close to midfield. Ball kicked towards the front of the goal. A nice save by Bacombe. Either Peck or Flores with that kick from the left side. Kind of sliced away from the GK. And BHS did not have any girls within 5 yards of the goal to knock it in. So the ball looks like it's lost either underneath the stands or somewhere in between the stands. On the soccer field, they practically run up to the stands. There's a high kick towards the goal, and head job, no good. Knocked out by Clovis. Goalkeeper and the defenders doing a great job. So they withstand that by BHS. Holmes knocks it towards the goal. Coming up with a save, Carrie Bacombe. Just beats Peck to the ball. BHS on a hunt once again. There's like Peck in the middle or Flores. And they knock her off to the right. And she kicks it wide right. Good defense by Clovis. 2 girls on her, 2-on-1. And she was not able to slice the ball in between her. They allowed a flow to go to the right, and then she had a very difficult kick from right to left, and a shot went wide right. There was a double team there. Clovis in blue and BHS in white here in the second half. As you will see more and more girls slide and fall down here, I'm sure. Those white uniforms will become muddy. The blue uniforms will just get darker. Ball retrieved by the Clovis Cougars. And knocked out of bounds. Number 17 bringing it in. Emily Barris for Clovis. Number 2 is checked in, Pam Perez. Ball around midfield. Some more girls falling down. Aggressive play. BHS retrieves it. Looks to be knocked out of bounds by a BHS girl who was coming late on the play. 1-1 to score between the Drillers and the Cougars on CNN SI Time Warner Cable Channel 52. The ball will be brought in by the Clovis Cougars in front of their bench. It's Emily Barris. Clovis kicks it out. Every time it seems like BHS has a shot at goal or a chance to set something up, Clovis girls come up with a great defensive play. Of course, both these teams are outstanding defensively. That's why they have 24 victories. BHS with 2 losses and Clovis with 4. And defense is the name of the game in any sport when you get to the higher level, title games. All these teams can play offense. In fact, they generally beat most teams that they play probably by anywhere from 4 to 6 goals a match. But when they play each other, the score is always much lower. The BHS have over 20 goals in a match last year, I think, and they won the Valley title game, I think, 1-0. So defense takes over in these big matches. Clovis will bring it in on muddy Griffith Field, the site of the Girls Soccer Championship. Ball's booted out of bounds, retrieved by Clovis. As they try to get something going. Clovis appearing to be more of a defensive team and BHS more of the offensive team tonight. It's knocked out of bounds by BHS. Coming into the match tonight, Clovis had 72 goals scored, though, and only 24 goals allowed. So they have done quite a bit offensively this year. The Cougars will bring it in on the other side. Gina Flores to Wagner. Picked off by the Drillers. And coming from the right side, it's like a Driller was tripped up. And she was looking for a very tough angle of which to knock the ball through. And the Drillers will bring it in from the far side. 1-1 to score. Okay, BHS trying to set up for a goal opportunity here. There's a high shot. Knocked away by Clovis. Was a reasonably good opportunity for BHS, but Clovis had their defense people in good position. Now it's in midfield. Retrieved by the Drillers. And what a kick out of bounds by BHS on that save. You see the Clovis contingent on the far side. The Cougars will bring it in with a score at 1-1. Ball appeared to not be knocked out by BHS as Clovis will bring it in. And a play getting hot and heavy here in the second half. More physical play. BHS trying to line up with another opportunity. Flores. Clovis back on defense. And a ball slices out of bounds. Who will have this kick for BHS? Looks like Peck. Trying to set up a player on the left side, and it is retrieved by Kerry Bakomi, goalkeeper for Clovis. So 1-1 to score remains here in the second half. BHS with more opportunities. But Clovis hanging in there with their tough defense. The goalkeeper comes out about 15 yards from the goal to retrieve that. One thing I can say about Carey, the goalkeeper for Clovis, she is very aggressive. Now she knocks it out towards midfield. And it will be driller ball. One to one is the score. The Girls Valley Soccer Championship from Griffith Field. BHS going for its 9th title in 10 years. BHS in white and Clovis in blue. Cougars loft it onto the playing field. Retrieved by BHS. A lot of players towards the middle. Drillers trying to set up excellent offensive play by Michelle Wagner. You retreated momentarily for the Cougars. Taken away by BHS and knocked out of bounds far right of the goalpost. BHS will have a kick out at the top of your screen. Same type of situation as what we had earlier here in the half. There's a ball a little bit farther away from the goal. Holmes. Trip from behind by Clovis. The Beach is looking for another kick at the goal to score at 1-1. The Drillers have spent more time in the Clovis territory than Clovis has spent in their territory. You see the 4 Clovis defenders back there. Actually, number 5 is to the left of the screen. Another one coming through. Reminds me of the inbounds play in basketball. Peck's kick towards goal is knocked out. BHS controls it. Very good defense by number 20, Amber Houchin, for Clovis. She has 12 goals and 11 assists this year. And did a really nice job on number 19, Megan Carroll. Cut off her lane to the goal, so to speak. I haven't seen a lot of girls with the ball tonight make those spin moves when they're going to their left, spinning and coming back the other way and kicking it right. Clovis in blue, BHS in white, 1-1 to score. Second half. Kick high towards the goal, and it's saved by Kerry Bakomi. And she continues to be a workhorse at goalkeeper for Clovis. Carroll will bring it in for BHS. Popped high in the air. Clovis has it. They kick it straight up. And it will go out to BHS. The Drillers spending a lot of time close to the Clovis goal, but no goals in the second half yet. The dribbling by Peck. Goes to her left. It's the goal post on the left side. And so they missed that opportunity. But she didn't really have much of an angle at the shot. Everybody lining up to get in position for a shot at the goal. BHS has thrown it in twice from the upper portion of your screen. This time will be coming from the left. The Drillers in white with a score 1-1. It's kind of a low shot at goal. Not executed that well. Retrieved by Clovis. At midfield. And kicked out of bounds by BHS. The Drillers the other times were lofting it high and towards the goal. And this time it was more of a soft line drive. But the Clovis girls were in excellent position defensively to thwart any attempted goal. As a couple of girls go down, Clovis in the middle of the field. The double team. Wagner with it. Number 7. And kicked out of bounds by BHS. Cougars will bring it in. There's a high lob. Barris. BHS coming up with a D, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. The Drillers in white will have it with a score 1-1 here in the second half. The CIF Central Section Valley Girls Soccer Championship. The header. So really the first time tonight we've seen some play in a Drillers defensive end of things, as the Drillers have dominated play here in the second half, spending a lot of time in Clovis territory as the ball's knocked out of bounds. Elizabeth Clifford with a shot, sophomore for BHS, and a Clovis girl coming up with a good defensive play. Clovis will try to kick it towards midfield with a score at 1-1. Stephanie Hernandez. Ball is kicked to this side and out of bounds. Here come the Cougars with a score of 1-1 here in the second half. There's a high lob. Knocked out by the BHS girls. Retrieved by Clovis. Wagner had it. Renee Tanner. It's Tanner, number 5. Trying to set up for a shot at goal. And it will go out of bounds to BHS. Meredith Bell will boot it out, the Drillers goalkeeper. Great hang time on that punt. Well, both girls go hard to the turf. And nice double defense by Clovis on a BHS player trying to slice in from the right side. And Carrie Bacomi going the wrong way. She slipped as the ball was booted wide right. Hernandez kicks it out. BHS retrieves it. Wagner has for Clovis. BHS girl did a split, not intentionally. Peck with it on this side. The dribble. It's a one-on-one from the left side. Shoots. And knocked away at the last second. I think that the goalkeeper got a piece of it. Or maybe another defender for Clovis. Definitely look, that had a shot to go in just inside the right post. And for some reason it went wide. Either she knocked it wide or it was tipped out. I believe it was tipped out because BHS will bring it in. And the Clovis girls making a good defensive play. As the ball is kicked in a little deep. BHS trying to retrieve it. And the ball will go out of bounds to Clovis. So the Drillers have been spending a lot of time in that zone area, which I would equate with the zone in football, the red zone inside the 20, but not coming up with any points. No goals. We've had some reasonably good shots at goal, some one-on-one plays, but either have misfired or the Clovis defenders have come up with some excellent plays, and they've had good positioning. Penalty and the ball goes to the Clovis Cougars. 1-1 score, second half. Soft hit to the left side, high lob towards the goal. And knocked in by Clovis on the right side. I didn't get the number of who knocked it in, but it was a nice high lob from left to right, and somebody coming from the right side knocked it inside the left goal post. So close with very few opportunities compared to BHS leads 2-1. They made the most of their opportunities tonight. You think of the second half, Clovis has only been down in BHS territory twice. BHS has spent most of their time down there. So one of the few times this year BHS finds itself down in a game, in a match, 2-1. The Drillers in white and Clovis in blue. Let's see if Erica Flores and company can bounce back for the Drillers. Ball is kicked wide to the near side. And it goes to BHS, down 2-1. Clifford throws it in for BHS. And knocked out by Clovis. Leslie O'Connor's team trails 2-1 here in the second half. Clifford shot wide left of goal. Karabakomi retrieves it for the Cougars, who lead it 2-1. Hernandez will kick it out for Clovis. They made the most of limited opportunities tonight. BHS trying to set up for a goal on the other side. Kick is wide right. As the BHS girl slipped as she tried to make that kick. She was in a heavily muddy area there. just in front, 15 yards away from the goal, slightly off to the right. So the Drillers are down 2-1. But they keep coming aggressively from the offensive end of things. And the ball goes to Clovis in blue. 2-1 Cougars. As they try to end that Driller reign. 8 titles in 9 years. Peck towards the middle. Wagner kicks it out for Clovis. Ball hit out by the Cougars. Drillers in white, they have it, down 2-1. They hit somebody over the middle. The Erica Flores. Ball's kicked away. Header by Clovis, the Cougars. And the ball goes out of bounds to Clovis. 2-1 Cougs as Amber Houchin brings it in for Clovis. A nice defensive play by number 15 Regina Esparza for Clovis. Clovis keeping it alive. And a tightrope act by number 17 Emily Barris. Cougs will bring it in. 2-1 Clovis. They try to set up a player. BHS retrieves momentarily. Clovis with a shot at goal, an easy goal. Looked like number 3, Gina Flores, with a goal from the left side. BHS had no defenders back there. And Bell came up on her, and the net was wide open. She just kicked it very softly through, so kind of a crucial mistake by BHS. And they find themselves down 3-1. Very soft defensively in that possession. And the Drillers, in very unusual fashion, are down 3-1. We have one-on-one here, Flores, and she comes back and scores. So just like a great team, after BHS falls behind 3-1, Erica Flores, she beats the defense one-on-one and flips it by Carrie Bacomi. She has scored both of the goals for BHS tonight. The assist by Micah Peck. And we have a 3-2 game. Maybe Clovis was celebrating too early after that 2-goal lead of 3-1. As BHS came back and scored rather quickly. BHS on the attack at midfield. The kid Erica Flores is just too much speed. Her speed and her quickness are just too much for the majority of girls she plays against, especially one-on-one. If she can get you one-on-one, it's lights out. They've done a good job in trying to double team her today, even though she has scored 2 goals. Ball out on the far side. Both teams in back-to-back plays, unusual for them tonight, kind of were a little careless defensively. And the intensity picking up once again with the score 3-2 in favor of Clovis over BHS. Wagner brings it in for the Cougars. Linder had it momentarily. Flores battling for position. Ball's kicked high and wide and out of bounds. It goes to the Cougars. BHS 2, Clovis 3. second half action. The Girls Valley Soccer Championship. BHS on the move. Have a player in the middle. Peck's shot is good. And she scores, left-footed, just inside the right post. Micah Peck with the assist from Haley Francis. And just like that, BHS has tied Clovis 3-3. So the BHS girls were down 3-1, and they have come back to score 2 quick goals to tie it at 3 apiece. And now we definitely have a soccer match. Wagner on the far side for Clovis. Kept in play by BHS and kicked out of bounds. It's amazing they can play 20, 25 minutes without scoring a goal. Then all these goals come in rapid fire situations. 1-1 at the half and now 3-3. Clovis had a 3-1 lead. BHS has scored 2 goals in a couple of minutes. Wagner with the ball on the far side. It goes out of bounds. BHS 3, Clovis 3. Erica Flores has scored twice for BHS. Micah Peck the other time. Assist from Brianne Maltone, Micah Peck, and Haley Francis. Renee Tanner, the top goal scorer for Clovis this year with 19. Michelle Wagner has 13 goals and 12 assists. Stephanie Hernandez with 5 goals. Amber Halchin with 12 and 11 assists. Ball kicked high near by Pam Perez of Clovis. It's short and goes out of bounds. And the BHS girls back into the match at 3-3 after being down 3-1. Carrie Bacomi will kick it for Clovis, the goalkeeper. It's at midfield. BHS with the ball. Retrieved by the Cougars. And it's knocked out of bounds. Flores, Gina Flores in heavy pursuit for Clovis. BHS brings it in, but it's knocked out of bounds on the far side. So play is definitely picked up here in the second half. It was a 1-1 score at the half. Clovis when they had 3-1. And BHS came back with 2 quick goals to tie it at 3-3. I lob towards the goal, and it's picked off by Bacomi, the goalkeeper. Whips it out in front of us. And unfortunately for her, throws it out of bounds. Intended for Emily Barris, the senior forward. Carroll throws it in for the Drillers. And it goes out of bounds. Shanna Wender, midfielder for Clovis. A freshman brings it in. A lot of players congregated around the ball. Play getting somewhat physical at times. Like a little holding, but no harm, no foul. A nice save by Bakomi. Yeah, she short hopped that one. About 3 minutes left in regulation with the score 3-3. Clovis will bring it in. Bears kicks it out. Clovis keeps it alive. And it's knocked out of bounds. Renee Tanner over there for Clovis. Bringing it in, Amber Halchin for the Cougars, number 20. And she kicks it straight to a BHS driller. As one driller fell down twice on that possession. Now 2 drillers go down. And the ball is retrieved. Close with the ball. Meredith Bell, the goalkeeper for BHS. And there's Bell's boot. The clock winding down in regulation with the score 3-3 between the Cougars and the Drillers here at Griffith Field on the campus of BHS. Muddy conditions for this Valley Girls Soccer Championship. And we have a great chance of going overtime tonight. Ball's retrieved by BHS. And looked to be knocked out of bounds by Clovis. It was 1-1 at the half. Clovis went on top 3-1. BHS came back to tie it up in very quick fashion, 3-3. And the drill is trying to get it downfield. The shot at goal. Megan Carroll moves it to the right. Cannot get a good shot from anybody coming towards the middle. The ball retrieved by Carrie Bakomi. Ball knocked out of bounds. About 1 minute left. Close with the ball, number 14. Stephanie Hernandez. BHS has it right back in midfield. And a ball too deep for Carroll. As you can tell, the players on both sides getting rather tired at this stage. Late in regulation, 3-3 match. As we were getting very close towards overtime. Hernandez booted it out for Clovis. BHS will bring it in as the driller girls limping on the sidelines. And it's still BHS ball as the clock is winding down. Retrieved by Clovis. BHS has it back. Kick out of bounds by Esparza of Clovis. 3-3 match. Regulation winding down. Peck, one-on-one. And the ball is kicked out of bounds by Michelle Wagner. BHS will hustle to retrieve it. 3-3 to score late in regulation as the girls get a little breather here. The BHS contingent standing up. High shot towards goal. And it's too high over the goalpost. So BHS with a chance to possibly win it does not succeed on that shot. Kicked out by the Cougars. Now out of bounds by BHS. Close will bring it in. Ball's kicked straight up in the air. Once, now twice. And the ball goes to the Cougars, looking for a late shot here at goal in regulation. Close trying to get downfield. And it's saved by Meredith Bell, BHS. BHS with a shot at goal to no avail. Nice double coverage on Peck, I believe, as a shot went straight to the goalkeeper, Carrie McComey. She was in perfect position, didn't have to move right or left. BHS has had more shots on goal, but the score is tied at 3-3. That is the end of regulation with the score: Bakersfield High School 3 and Clovis High School 3. And you're watching the Valley High School Girls Soccer Championship exclusively on CNN SI, Time Warner Cable, Channel 52. We begin the first overtime period here in the Girls Valley Soccer Championship from Griffith Field between Bakersfield High School and Clovis. The score is 3-3. The BHS is going for its 9th Valley title in 10 years. Both teams have 24 wins this year. The BHS goal scored by Erica Flores. She has 2 of them, and Micah Peck. And here we are in OT. BHS in white and Clovis in blue. It was 1-1 at the half. Clovis took a 3-1 lead. BHS came back very quickly. In fact, tied it up in a couple of minutes. It seemed to wake them up just a bit. For the most part, it has been a defensive struggle tonight. These are two powerful offensive teams. And when you make a couple of mistakes defensively like each team has, and the other team can score. Clovis brings it in. The ball knocked out by BHS. The Driller faithful, who you can see at the bottom of your screen, are standing up as they have throughout the second half, especially when BHS was down 3-1. They were getting quite panicky. It's not often the Drillers are behind in a match. It's most likely only happened maybe once before tonight this year. Carroll is hit as she knocks it out of bounds, but BHS retrieves it. Ball's hit high in the air by Peck. Kicked out by BHS, or Clovis, I should say. BHS will bring it in. Number 10 doing honors, Haley Francis. She has an assist tonight. The next shot hit wide to the right. It's retrieved by Clovis. The Cougars coming in with a record of 24-4. And BHS 24-2-1. Both teams very even on their records and on the field this year. Only one can be champion, though. The ball's knocked out of bounds in front of us, near side. It will go to the Drillers. Flores will bring it in. High towards the goal. Knocked out by Bacomi. Very aggressive play by the goalkeeper. As she left the goal area somewhat wide open. Goalkeepers are generally the biggest player on the team. Usually the biggest and most physical. Ball hit straight up in the air twice. Now we're at midfield. Clovis trying to keep it alive. Pam Perez knocks into BHS territory. The Drill is trying to get something going. The goalkeeper comes out for Clovis. Oh, makes a great save. And she came out to try to kick the ball about 20 yards away from the goal, and it hit a BHS player and bounced back, and she just dove for it. So that was somewhat of a kamikaze play by Bacomi. But she has showed a lot of aggressiveness tonight. When you're good, you can take a lot of chances. Wagner on the far side for Clovis, number 7. Dribbling away. And it's knocked out of bounds by BHS. Apparently they're giving the ball to the Drillers. Maybe the ball went off the leg of Wagner. The BHS player sliced underneath her. We're in the first overtime with a score Clovis 3 and BHS 3. Valley Girls Soccer Championship, CIF Central Section. Clovis bringing it in. Two girls getting tangled up. And a BHS girl has to exit. Looked like she was called for a foul. Looks to be replaced by Monica Amarez, a sophomore forward. Clovis brings it in. Left-footed kick by the Cougars. Getting close to that goal. Almost a goal by Clovis. His player scrambling around. Meredith Bell came out to retrieve the ball and actually got by her. Clovis had 1 or 2 girls with a shot at the goal, and the other BHS defenders did a great job to come back there and snuff out that potential goal by Clovis. So BHS living very close to the edge here in the first overtime. Bell kicks it out. The Drillers going for their 9th title in 10 years. Against a very pesky Clovis team, very pesky Clovis defense. Booted out by Stephanie Hernandez of Clovis. Drillers trying to set up. Flores racing for the ball. VHS top part of your screen. Shot at goal is wide to the right and high for the Drillers. So it'll be Clovis ball as we're entering the halfway point of the first overtime in a 3-3 soccer match for the Valley Girls Soccer Championship on an El Nino-soaked Griffith Field, which I think has taken away some of the speed of BHS tonight. The Drillers close back very well defensively and knock it out of bounds. Micah Peck thinking about knocking it in from the left side, but Clovis had a couple of defenders in close pursuit and with beautiful angles to take away that shot. Another shot at goal is wide right by BHS. The Drillers have picked up a minimum on their maximum of shots at goal tonight. Clovis, the maximum on their minimum of shots. They scored 3-3. First overtime, Clovis with the ball. 1-1 at the half. Clovis led 3-1. BHS came back to time at 3-3. The Drillers are in white and Clovis in blue. Drillers continuing to attack the Clovis end, Clovis zone. We'll call it the blue zone. Clovis coming the other way. All picked off by the Drillers. Shot at goal comes straight to Bacombe. Didn't have to move right or left by Peck. She's had a couple of straight shots at the goal today. Now she scored once and has had 1 assist, but 2 for attempts. She's knocking straight to the goal, coming very fast from the left side. About 2 minutes left in the first overtime. And the fans are getting antsy here at Griffith Field. That's the end of the first overtime with BHS 3 and Clovis 3 on CNN SI Time Warner Cable, Channel 52.
Harold, this tape from Greece doesn't play.
Around the world, there are many different formats for VHS tapes. So if you have problems with a tape from a foreign country, call Time Warner Productions. For $29.95, Time Warner Productions can convert the tape to a format that plays in your home VCR or change your tape to any format from around the world. From quality copies of home videos, large quantity duplications,
Harold, the tape's broken.
or tape repair, Time Warner Productions is your best choice for video services.
It's double overtime from Griffith Field with a score Clovis 3 and BHS 3 for the Girls Valley Soccer Championship. 1-1 after the half, 3-3 after regulation, and no goals scored in the first overtime. So we are in 2 OT. BHS in white and Clovis in blue. As Clovis has battled the Drillers all the way through. And a Clovis girls limping after that hit outside. BHS with the ball. They throw it in. Something has to give. Megan Carroll kicks it out towards the Clovis side. Carroll has it again. And there's a flag. So the ball goes to Clovis. A couple of girls picking up some bruises tonight, especially in the second half. as the field is getting sloppier and a play more intense, more aggressive. Somebody wants to win. Ball goes deep in the BHS end. Viscomi kicks it out for Clovis. The Cougars and the Drillers. The defender falls down, and BHS cannot get a shot away. So the Drillers will take it in with a score 3-3. Double overtime. CNN, SI, Time Warner Cable Channel 52. Both teams going for their 25th victory of the year. High lob towards the goal. Ball's hit high and over the goal. Popped up in the air. And it will be BHS's ball once again. The Drillers will kick it in. Nice shot towards the goal. Hit by Clovis and out of bounds. So the Clovis defense hanging tough. BHS with another try at the goal. And from the same slot, nice shot towards the goal. A little bit deep. Retrieved by Clovis, knocked upfield. Now BHS has it. Back to the blue team from Clovis. 3-3 to score, double overtime. BHS keeps it alive and Clovis knocks it out. It will be Driller ball with the score 3-3. And both teams have to be getting tired at this point. Early stages of double overtime. Right side for Peck. Retrieved by Clovis as they try to get it out of their zone. Two players go down. Clovis has it across midfield. BHS takes it back. Flores over there, the ball knocked out of bounds. Haley Francis will bring it in for BHS, Bakersfield High. Knocked back to BHS. Drillers lob it high into the field. Girls and both teams scrambling for the ball. And a Clovis and BHS player both go down. Clovis girl has not gotten up yet as the ball goes out of bounds. 3-3 to score in double overtime between the Drillers and the Cougars. The Drillers waiting to bring the ball in. That's really the first person that has been injured tonight. A lot of girls nursing mild injuries, ankle sprains, etc., but I don't think anybody has really left the field due to an injury. They're calling for a trainer or somebody to come out. Injured is number 7, Michelle Wagner. One of the top players of Clovis. She's going to hang in there. Looks like she could barely jog, but she's going to stay in the game. I know a lot of pro athletes that would leave as soon as they're injured a little bit. They worry about their contract. Ball thrown in. BHS trying to set it for a goal. Carroll hits it. Peck in the middle. Blocked. Blocked again by Bakome. 2 nice saves. Close with the ball on the far side. Flores rushing to the offensive player for BHS. Thrown in by Clovis. 3-3 to score. Gina Flores kicked it out for Clovis. Now it's retrieved by BHS. And the ball changed possessions quite a bit here in the second overtime period. The ball kicked straight up in the air and out of bounds. And it will go to the Cougars. These teams played a section title game in football, and Clovis came out on top. And now they're meeting in girls soccer. Angie Ingram with a flip and throw in by Clovis. Well, looks good on video. Megan Carroll down the right sideline. One-on-one dribble. Now she has an open shot at goal. And she is sliced underneath by a Clovis player as the ball goes out of bounds. A good defense by Stephanie Hernandez. Stephanie much smaller than Megan Carroll. But she has more quickness as Carroll could not get around her. Second overtime with the score 3-3 between BHS and Clovis. Drillers with the ball on the right side. Kick towards the goal. And Carroll knocks it in for the Drillers. There was a header. The ball came right to her. She was in front of the goal. And lo and behold, knocked it past the goalkeeper to the left side. And the Drillers lead it 4-3 over Clovis. The ball just happened to be right there, and she said, "Look what I have." The ball was knocked to her in perfect position, and she was in the right place at the right time for the goal. The assist from Brianne Maltone for BHS. So Carroll, the junior defender, scores her first goal of the match. And Maltone, a senior defender, has her first assist. BHS leads it 4-3 in the second overtime. As the Drillers eye, they seek their 9th title in 10 years. They actually have scored 3 consecutive goals in this match. They were down 3-1 in regulation. The Driller defense picking up. Attack across midfield. As they're keeping the ball away from the Cougars. BHS in white. Trying to add another goal for some insurance. Turn on the right side. The ball's knocked away from her, then she goes after the Clovis player. Does a good job. Both players fall down as the ball goes out of bounds. And you have to credit the players on both teams for giving a great effort tonight, regardless of who wins or loses. Playing double overtime in a muddy field, and all the players just giving it their all tonight in this Valley Girls Soccer Championship. And that will do it. The clock's expired. The final score, Bakersfield High 4, Clovis High 3 in the Girls Soccer Championship, exclusively on CNN SI, Time Warner Cable, Channel 52. Congratulations to Leslie O'Connor and his BHS girls, who finish off this year with a record of 25-2-1, and they win their 9th title in 10 years. Clovis also had a great season as they finish off with a record of 24 wins and 5 losses, and tremendous effort by both teams tonight. I'm Mark Heffernan for CNN SI, Time Warner Cable, Channel 52. We'll have wrestling next.